Welcome to Camera Orientation. In theory, any camera can be used in a live production as long as it can output a signal. However, cameras used in live production are often specialized in ways unique to live events that can vary significantly from traditional videography or photography applications. In this lesson, we'll get you quickly orientated to what is unique about live production cameras. Here I have a traditional broadcast style camera, rigged in a studio configuration. The camera has a high zoom ratio lens, a large viewfinder, and is mounted on a sturdy tripod. It has rear controls for zoom and focus. It's powered and connected to the control room by a single fiber cable. And all of the technical aspects of the camera, like color and exposure, are handled remotely. This frees the camera operator to focus on their most important task, operating the camera. Keep the subject in the frame and keep the subject in focus. Now, I realize a single camera like this may cost more than many churches' annual media budgets, making it out of reach for several ministries. But I started here to make a point. A significant amount of thought and effort has gone into designing a camera configuration like this so that the final image looks as good as possible, both technically and for ease of operation. This operational flexibility is achieved by placing two handles on the tripod head and moving the lens controls to the back of the camera so that everything that the operator needs to adjust can be manipulated without touching the camera body and shaking anything while the camera is on the air. Focus and framing are confirmed through the use of a large viewfinder. Other things to note about this configuration are power, tally, and return. The camera is powered and controlled entirely through a single cable. This allows us to be easily modified into a handheld position where you want few connections to the camera as possible, and it doesn't require the camera to be placed by an AC power outlet or to run on batteries. On the top viewfinder, the camera has a tally light. This light lets whoever's in front of the camera know which camera is currently on the air, and it also works to let the camera operator know that they're on the air. Finally, return. Like we mentioned at the beginning of this lesson, it's possible to use just about any camera in a live production, as long as it can output a signal. However, return is the video signal sent from the control room returned to the camera head, which is not on every camera. This is specific to live productions and can be incredibly helpful so that, in addition to tally, operators can quickly toggle between what they have on their camera and seeing how the final shot is being framed up on the air. Return is toggled on the viewfinder by a switch on the bottom of the zoom rocker. With a studio camera, the camera operator's one and only job is to quickly frame up any shot that's needed and then keep everything in the frame and in focus until the shot is no longer needed. Focus is operated with the left hand, and zoom is operated with the right. The pan handles of the tripod should be long enough that the operator doesn't have to keep their arms lifted or their shoulders shrugged while running the camera. This leads to shaky operation over time, and it's just uncomfortable. Similarly, the viewfinder should be placed at a height and an angle that doesn't cause the operator to look up significantly. Besides that being uncomfortable, this can actually lead to lightheadedness and even passing out if it's done for too long or the angle is too significant. If necessary, camera operators can stand on a box or use an elevated chair to get the rear controls and the viewfinder at the correct position. If you are using a chair, make sure that the pan handles can still achieve a full range of required camera motion and do not conflict with your lap when the camera is moved from position to position. So that's the quick overview of camera orientation for a studio camera. Thanks for watching.